Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Bob over at Honest Barber in Honest, Texas. Honest, Texas. Hey, it is kind of honest, but Austin, Texas. Here, about to give my boy Jack a haircut. So, here we go.
It's actually a haircut I rocked in a video before.
For my boy Francisco, shout out. Odie Fades.
Well, Odie, I wanted to see your take on that haircut.
Actually. Oh, I'm gonna not be able to fill those shoes at all. That's all.
No, but man, that's what's cool. It's like every barber I go to has a different take on a fade. So I really want to see how you handle it.
Oh, it's a small community, so we have we all know each other's stuff, or at least I follow everybody, give love.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I like that barbers like each other here.
It's the way Austin's growing, man. There's plenty of heads to cut. There's enough work to go around. Man,
it's a good community.
Totally is. So I think he went down to skin, right?
He did, yeah. So this is gonna look interesting. I've never had a fade with no beard before, so.
Oh man.
First for me.
We'll get you edged out. We'll get you that crispy bacon fade. That's a shout out to my boy Bobby.
Perfect.
Jack, every time I see these videos, I always hear you asking thoughtful questions to the barbers, but what are you about, man?
Man, oh, that's a good question. What am I?
I caught you off guard.
See, my deal nowadays is I'd like to just travel around Austin and see like all the different barbers' works. I want to see what this shop's all about, man. I've known about you guys for a really long time, and I've always wanted to come in here and get a haircut, feature some work. I'm stoked, man.
That's lovely, man. I'm honored. Yeah, we like what we do, man. I think if you were to ask all the barbers here, we've all had different careers, and this is kind of like the one that we landed on and chose. I think for a little while I was like the youngest guy here, and I'm gonna be 37. So we've all kind of done it all.
So what are we going in with right now?
So just using my classic wall senior, going down to skin, kind of setting the guideline at the bottom. I think were you guys rocking a low fade on that one, or I feel like more of a mid.
I think it was more of a mid fade.
True.
One thing that I find is my hair grows back so fast. I mean, my beard is already growing back in 2 days, so my hair grows even faster than that.
It's a blessing and a curse, man.
It is, man. That's the thing. Like, I think fades will look amazing on this type of hair, but it only lasts for a little bit of time.
That is kind of the bummer of having these tight fades, is that you gotta be in so often to kind of keep them fresh. And people always say like, oh, my hair grows so fast, and we get that line all the time. Like, yeah, bro, your hair doesn't grow fast. You, Jack, your hair grows fast.
I like when I get the comments like, does Jack just get paid to get haircuts?
The comments I was reading is you always look mad, man.
I always look like
farthest from the truth, y'all. He's super rad.
The one that always makes me laugh, those people are like, oh, he looks like he's always about to take a dump. His face is always so scrunched up.
So right now I'm taking it up the next ladder step. It's this would be a half. The wall senior opened all the way. Rolling the clipper up about a half, like 3/4, almost a full inch, since Odie's fade was pretty long and tall. Since I don't know your head, Jack, I'm gonna be a little more conservative, and then I can always go back in and.
It's okay. You got plenty of time to learn my head, because I do think I will be coming back.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I like to go a little more conservative because I can always take off more hair. What I'm gonna do right now after this is step it back down, take it down to a quarter, and then fade it out all the way down to that first spot where it was a 0.
Sounds like a plan, man. I noticed you were using corded seniors. That's actually the first I've seen of those. Why?
These are the old school ones. All the cool guys can afford the nice new cordless lithium.
Oh yeah. Everyone's got those like wireless ones or whatever.
It is kind of nice. I ain't gonna lie. It seems like really sweet. But I'm not a gearhead, man. I just I kind of fall into I'm a creature of habit. I like the comfort of knowing that these are just gonna be the way they work all the time. And
well, you don't have to worry about charging those either.
charging them. They sound kind of funny, but then again, I haven't tried them, so I can't knock them too hard. But
Those ones are quiet that you're using right now. I'll say that.
these are the second pair of Sceners I've ever owned ever.
Really?
Yeah, this is it. These are broken in well.
So those are well seasoned.
Yes, exactly.
Cut some serious hair.
Yeah, we had Chef Gordon Ramsay in next door, so
I know if he sneaks by, we ought to see if we can grab a little footage.
I was hoping there's maybe like just comb his hair a little bit, but you know, it's still some of his mojo. So, doing I threw on my one guard right now, taking up a whole another inch or so, starting that next phase. Like I said, if I needed to, if I'm not matching up to OD's slickness, I'll just take it up a little bit higher. Yeah, it's cool that you get to travel around all these barbershops, man. Like I said, Austin has a super close knit community. Everyone's like seems to follow each other's Instagrams and show love. Once again, everyone's got a little bit of a different vibe, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, each shop we go to has such a different feeling, man. But I love this shop. I love the vibe. Like the second I stepped in.
You heard that, everybody. Yeah, I just want to make sure that this is recorded, it's time-stamped, approved. After that one that I threw on earlier, opened it up all the way, kind of debulked a bit, see where the lumps in your head are. Because I don't know how you guys fade this guy so well, but he's got a super lumpy head.
I was gonna say, you call my head lumpy?
So I threw on the half guard, which is kind of like a saving grace, man. Is a really the one that adds that finesse, that little bit of polish in between those little steps, and yeah, just one of my favorites for this kind of fade. If I was doing something a little more traditional, a little more classic as far as longer lengths, I'd use my metal guards. They snap them onto that old 76er, that rotary motor, and it'll mow through anything. But this being that it was, I wanted to make that nice buttery fade like Francisco. Yeah, is
I see you rocking the skeletonized detailers.
you know, once again, not a gearhead. I kind of just rolled the dice on it. One of our clipper guys offered to do it, and I was like, you know what, might as well.
Give it a shot.
If it helps, I haven't been able to tell, and you know what, it doesn't make it worse either. So I'll take it. So I got the 1.5 now, and this is probably the only I have a half, a 1, and the 1.5. That's the biggest plastic guards I have. Everything else is either the metal guards if necessary, which I rely on them a lot, or clipper over comb. I like to think that we have a lot of tools, a lot of access to tools that they're gonna get the job done. I've heard a lot of barbers say like just only this or that. And it's like, man, if it's gonna get the job done well, then use it. Whatever.
Yeah, be versatile. Yeah, it's funny. There's like no one specific way. Every dude I've edited that has done like barbershop fades, they all do it different. They follow the same format, but they each have their own little touch.
Exactly, and I think it's and that's the beauty of it. You can watch somebody. When I was first watching videos on YouTube, trying to pick up the mojo, the guys out there, I just didn't know what they were doing. I couldn't tell, and now that I've been doing it for just long enough, I can dissect it. But at the end of the day, you pick and choose what's going to work for you. And the other thing is that every head's a little different. Every texture of hair is a little different. So it's as monotonous as barbering might seem to some, it's every head's a challenge. Every guy that comes in might want something different every time, even if he sat in my chair 100 times. Yeah, I've been following Cisco for a long time, and he's one of those old school cats in Austin for such a young cat. You know what I mean? Such a young guy. He's and there's a lot of those. I mean, I think I'm pretty pleased with this fade right here. Yeah, crispy like bacon, man. Inside joke, man. Barber school jokes. But the top, actually, do me a favor. Bust out that phone one more time, because I want to see what he.
You had it coming forward?
Yeah, I want to see just kind of like lengthwise.
I can get on in the front too if we want to see that.
Oh yeah, so far my fade is way better, and the top's in the.
He's gonna be the first person I send this video to.
Oh man, nothing but love. Like I said, it's cool to see. You know, it's a challenge. It's like a welcome challenge to see guys stepping up their game. And I'm gonna measure this out real quick. So I know that you've had that concern with
My hairline.
your hairline,
Man,
the famous Jack hairline.
You've done your homework, man.
Bro, I live and breathe this stuff, man. I like cutting hair.
I like this guy.
I like cutting hair, man.
Yeah, the infamous high hairline.
No, I think we're good. Like if you were to just give it a little bit of texture in the front,
Okay.
making sure there's just enough length to party with.
Yeah. And I'm liking how this looks with no beard, actually. This blends right into this.
When was the last time you didn't have a beard?
A year ago, maybe?
10
Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing. It's like when Francisco cut off my beard, we got to the end of the cut and it was already starting to grow back.
Yeah, I trimmed this down this morning.
Yeah.
I know how you feel, man. I'm gonna have a beard. Like Movember doesn't count. When you were rocking it this last time, did you how were you styling it? Were you throwing any product in it? You were
So yeah, I was switching between two things. Francisco hooked me up with a little bit of like a powder. I was putting that in.
okay.
My other style was the more everyday one I was doing was the sea salt spray that we make.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was throwing like 3 or 4 squirts of that in there, and that was it. Super low maintenance cut for me, which was great.
Wake up and go, right?
Exactly, because I was having to put a bunch of time in my beard at the time, so I was like, oh, it's easier just to wake up, a few sprays, and I'm good.
So I'm probably gonna address the top again a little bit, give it a little bit more texture. Just wanted to mow it down, and just connect these sides real quick. Seeing
A little clip over comb action.
once again, trying to incorporate all those skills and using all the tools at our disposal to achieve the effect, that we're striving for, the desired effect.
Yeah, man, I'm already digging that fade. That looks real nice.
Everybody hear that? Yeah, just in case. My mom always says that I do real good. She also says I'm super handsome and smart. But
She can watch this video and she can comment.
I can guarantee you she will, man. I'm doing these super exaggerated point cuts, just
Yeah, some serious texture.
serious texture. You've got a ton of hair.
Yeah.
It'll hide. It'll give it some edge. I think that's what takes these simpler haircuts over the edge.
Next level, yeah, I get that.
That's another thing. I watch some of these videos by these stylists, and I love how the two worlds are combining. They're sharing techniques. They're respecting each other's skills, and it takes these, like I said, simple cuts just over the top.
Sure, man.
So when you get out of bed, a little bit of that salt spray, it looks intentionally messy.
Oh yeah, that's what you're going for. It's almost like that intentional bedhead, basically. I forget how much I like this style.
Super simple. I mean, it looks like you're ready to go play soccer somewhere. Hey man, Rugby World Cup is going on right now. Heck yeah. So when it comes to styling a cut like this, I wet your hair, comb through it, water's been absorbed into the hair. What I like to tell guys is when they're applying product, to get a lot of the moisture off. Like you can run your hand through your hair, and if you've got a sheen of water, it's probably too wet. Right now it's cool to the touch. This is when I kind of get my product ready, and this is probably a little too much, but the beauty, the way you apply it is you kind of just rake it through, so you don't have to like smash it all through.
Just along the top.
Just on the top, build it up, see what it's looking like.
That is some serious texture up there, man. I like that.
what I usually do next is make sure that you approve and.
No, I approve. I 100% approve.
Yeah, I wait till that moment that you approve because I want to make sure that you pay. So that's
Smart.
Well, it's free.
But yeah, we'll go and just clean up the neck.
Okay.
Super classic straight razor shave to the neck.
Best part.
No, I get to meet some amazing characters and really learn how this world.
Oh yeah, because every guy and gal out there has to get their hair cut at some point, unless they cut it at home.
This job is recession proof, man. Like I said, someone's gonna be doing goods, and when those guys are not doing so well, we come in and make them look good, feel good. It's super rewarding.
Now I always ask every barber now because I'm learning from experience. What model of shavette are you using?
This is from our boy out in El Paso. I think this is a Papito Blessed Hands. I prefer this one. And I'll tell you why. Because the blade is so exposed.
Yeah.
So I can see where that blade is gonna land on the skin, and it's super precise. So I can be very accurate and also just really delicate with it too.
Yeah.
Some of those heavier, like I use a feather to shave faces. It's got some weight to it. It's like driving a Porsche, man. That thing is gonna just handle so well on every curve. But for the really fine-tuned detail stuff, when I'm doing edge ups, when I'm doing really intricate beard stuff, designs, when I used to do them in school and whatnot, yeah, these exposed blades are super helpful to me.
It almost feels like nothing at all on my skin, man.
Oh, it's because I'm using a rusty blade. It's not cutting anything right now.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Nothing's actually happening. This is all for the camera.
Yeah, we're gonna look at the blade right now. There's gonna be a single hair on it. It's the old butter knife trick. These towel warmers that we picked up, they're food grade, so we warm up with the towels and then also our lunch.
Just pop them in with the towels. Gives it a good smell. All right, there we go. That's
I would I know that you trust me and the back looks fantastic, but I'm gonna show you the mirror because now at this point I'm just showing off.
That's blurry, man.
Ooh, I didn't even try, man. I blacked out for half of it, man.
Liking barbershop videos? But do you like grooming videos? Self-improvement videos? Challenge videos? If you do, head over to Beardbrand Alliance. That's where all that stuff's going on nowadays.